Welcome to the TRS Yucatán, the adults-only oasis tucked inside the Grand Palladium Riviera Maya complex. This place isn't just another resort, it's a luxury retreat designed for travelers who want a sophisticated, laid-back vibe with just the right amount of pampering. Whether you're here celebrating a honeymoon, a milestone birthday, or just needing a serious upgrade from your everyday routine, the suite options here cover everything from modern elegance to full-on indulgence. Today we're diving deep into the different suites, including size layout, perks, and our honest thoughts to help you pick the perfect spot. And yes, those famous Overwater bungalows come with outdoor showers. So if you like your morning rinse with a side of fresh air and maybe some bugs, you're in luck. There are a ridiculous number of suites to choose from, but we are going to break things down and simplify it for you. Let's get started. All of the 454 TRS suites include all the things you would expect at most luxury adults-only all-inclusive resorts. A smart TV, a mini fridge, coffee and tea facilities, an in-room safe, a clothes steamer, luxury bath products. TRS had L'Octane for our last visit, their double sinks, a furnished balcony or terrace, and so on. All of the suites also come with a butler. This is not a butler in the Downton Abbey sense, but they will help you make your restaurant reservations and they will check in with you daily to see if there's anything that you need. They will also communicate with you via WhatsApp and send you the daily activities list and other scheduled events so you don't miss the things that you're looking to do. Now that you know what every suite includes, let's look at the different options. Now I'm going to try and simplify this for you. There are a ridiculous number of suite options and I can't stand it when resorts do this, but stick with me and together we will make sense of it. When we break it all down, there are basically three categories of suites to choose from. 1, something from the junior suite category. 2, a bigger one from the suite category. And 3, if you're feeling bougie, a suite from the high-end luxury category. This might feel confusing at first, but we'll get there together. Let's start with the junior suite options. Now, in this category, there are 6 of them. There's a junior suite garden view, a junior suite poolside, a junior suite poolside ocean view, a junior suite jacuzzi terrace poolside, a junior suite private pool garden view, and junior suite private pool poolside. Like I said, kind of a ridiculous number of options, but all of these suites are very, very, very similar on the inside, and it's simply the location and what's on the terrace that's really where you're going to make your decision. So let's start by taking a tour of the inside of a junior suite. There are very few differences between the categories on the inside, like I said. The different junior suites vary in size from around 645 square feet to 785 square feet. The increased size is indicative of what's going on in the terrace, but let's start inside. These suites offer either a king bed or 2 doubles, and they do their best to accommodate which configuration you want at check-in. You can't specifically book one. They are on the larger side of the junior suites at all-inclusive resorts within a similar price range. So as we walk in the door, we've got an open concept closet. Now, personally, I really dislike this design style because I prefer my things to be tucked away, but that is just me. Some people might love this. It is ultra-modern for sure. There's a steamer and a safe as well as a couple of drawers. The bathroom is also very open concept. There's a large shower and a water closet, both with mirrored glass doors. They open right up into the room, so they're really semi-private at best. There's also reflective glass in the shower and in the water closet. And I'm just going to let that sink in for you. There's a vanity with dual sinks. Now these are so deep that washing out our swimsuits was really easy. I like that I had kind of a bucket sink, but anyway. There are a few toiletries, not a lot, but there's a bar of soap, a vanity kit, and a shower cap. There's a hydro massage tub, which basically means it bubbles. As you can see, it's right out in the middle of the room, so no privacy, but honestly, in these junior suites, there's very little privacy anyway. We got a king-size bed. It was very comfortable with nice linens. There's a pillow menu on the app, so if the pillows don't suit you, then feel free to contact your butler and ask them to bring you a different pillow style. There are a decent amount of outlets and charging ports, and there's a smart TV. You can order room service right from your television, and there's also a list of different experiences and activities around the resort. There's a mini bar with soft drinks, beer, and a few other beverages, plus a coffee machine because let's face it, vacation starts with caffeine in my world. These things are restocked daily as part of your all-inclusive. There is daily housekeeping and there's also turn-down service. And if you watch any of our videos, you know I'm a fan of turn-down service. Your butler will give you a list of alcohol and you can choose a couple of bottles to have them bring to your room. There's a nice sitting area with a comfy sofa and a coffee table. It's a nice spot to enjoy room service. The decor is sleek and modern with a soothing neutral palette and pops of vibrant color. The air conditioning in our room worked really well, but we were missing a ceiling fan just to move the air around a little bit because the area is humid. But overall, we found the room really comfortable. There's a balcony or terrace where you can soak up the garden views and fresh air. And this is where the different room categories are decided, with the balcony or the terrace. So as with most resorts, where you're going to spend the additional cash upgrading your room is where your suite is located, what size the terrace is, and what's on the terrace, be it a jacuzzi, a private pool, or if it's just this entry-level room terrace that we had. You can see below, those are the private pools, but we're going to get into all of that. But honestly, that's where you're spending your money when you upgrade a room. The junior suites are located all over the resort, so let's go through them, and then I'll break it down even further looking at the map. Junior Suite Garden View. Now this is your least expensive junior suite here that packs a solid punch. Junior Suite Poolside is exactly the same as the Junior Suite Garden, but in a closer, a little bit, poolside location. Junior Suite Poolside Ocean View. You get the same roomy layout as the garden view and the pool view, but with a balcony that looks out over the pool area and the sparkling Caribbean Sea beyond. Now always remember that it's unlikely to be a straight-on ocean view, but you should be able to see at least some of the ocean if you're booking the suite category. Junior Suite Jacuzzi, Terrace, Poolside. These are again the same on the inside, but they have a much bigger terrace with your own personal jacuzzi. There are accessible rooms within this category, but it's important for me to mention that I do not recommend this resort if you have mobility issues. There is a lot of walking and there are a lot of stairs and there are no elevators, so you really need to be able to do some stairs to navigate this resort, in my opinion. Junior Suite Private Pool Garden View. Now this is the same interior as the Junior Suite, but the extra square footage of this one is with the private terrace again. Now these terraces have cute round day beds and a private pool that's just for you. It's an indulgent room if you're celebrating or if you want to focus on some R&R. Now may I humbly suggest to you, don't forget to pack bug spray if you're in this room category. Junior Suite Private Pool Poolside. So this is the last junior suite on our category, and as you've probably guessed it, it's exactly the same as the previous room, but it's technically located a little bit more poolside. So looking at the map again, all of these junior suites are located all over the resort, really. Some are more garden focused, some a little closer to one of the pools, and those with jacuzzi are mainly in this central area. For the most part, the junior suites are located in the central areas of the buildings, and the suites are located on the ends because they give you more space. So let's dive into those suites. As the name suggests, they're larger than the junior suites. For those who like their privacy and personal space turned up to 11, the suites, they're just a larger retreat. The suite interior is similar in design style to the other rooms, but it adds that undeniable luxury of a little more space. This room is divided into distinct spaces, a bedroom, a separate living room. There are only king beds offered in the suite, so it's ideal for honeymooners or couples wanting to carve out a little of their own sanctuary. There are 5 options to choose from if you want a suite. the suite garden view, the suite poolside, suite jacuzzi terrace poolside, suite private pool garden view, and suite private pool poolside. Sounds familiar, right? Just like the junior suites we already talked about, the suites are pretty much all the same size, with the exception of the balcony or terrace and its location within the resort. The suites garden view are primarily located in these buildings with a nice but simple balcony. Suites poolside are primarily located in these buildings. Again, the only difference is their location. Now, whether staying in this room or this room makes a difference, well, only you can decide that. Suite Jacuzzi poolside, they're located in these buildings near the Terrace pool, and they have a private jacuzzi on the terrace just for you. The Terrace pool is open until midnight at TRS Yucatán, so if you want to take advantage of that, having a suite over here might be really helpful. Lastly are the suites with private pools, either garden view or poolside, and they're located back in these buildings. These two suite categories with their own private pools really up the size of your personal space to about 1,290 square feet or 120 meters squared, and they both feature an 18-meter square private pool, a daybed, and outdoor dining table. A luxury option for sure if you can afford it. Changing things up entirely, we have the Romance Bungalows by the lake. These are really unique rooms. If you want a suite that's truly Instagram worthy, the Romance Bungalows take luxury and privacy to another level. These Overwater bungalows sit atop a quiet lagoon, giving you water views, serene sounds, and a private deck with a hammock and a daybed that's perfect for relaxing and reading a book or enjoying sunset cocktails. Inside, you get all the expected comforts, a king bed, a cozy seating area, and a bathroom with a luxurious outdoor Mayan shower that lets you bathe with the stars overhead. But fair warning, these bungalows come with a little adventure. They come with your very own canoe for paddling around the lagoon, but it's notoriously tippy, so paddler beware. If you want bougie exclusivity, then these Romance Bungalows are worth a look. Again, remember to pack extra bug repellent. It would be a shame to book one of these bungalows and then have to stay inside because you forgot the bug spray. Last up is the Ambassador Suite with panoramic ocean views at 1,345 square feet. So if you need more room to stretch out or you plan to entertain, this one might be the right choice for you. There's a separate living room area complete with a pull-out sofa and a spacious bedroom and bathroom with a soaking tub and a rain shower. It's perfect for those who want a blend of homey comfort and upscale design. The layout is really spacious and comfortable, but you're definitely paying for it. This is a good option to consider if you want to go all out in space, views, comfort, and price, of course. So that's the down and dirty of all the many suite options at TRS Yucatán. I hope I've managed to simplify it for you because at first glance, it's really confusing. But if you break it down into junior suite, suite, or a couple luxury categories, you're set. As you can see, they're all just variations on a theme. Even the entry-level room is a good one. And the resort itself is not so large that anything feels very far away. That being said, staying at TRS Yucatán isn't just about the suite. You're getting access to an exclusive adults-only pool complex, the elegant beach club, a top-notch spa, and personalized butler service. You're also getting access to all of the other resorts within the Grand Palladium Resort Complex. And if you love sports while on vacation, be sure to check out the Grand Palladium Sports Complex. Pickleball, tennis, basketball, football, soccer, all of it. I couldn't believe the amount of things that are over there. I'll link a video here. As you can see, they tout a lot of different room categories, but in reality, there are very little differences between them until you get to the big ones. So for the vast majority of us booking this resort, it will likely be a version of a junior suite or maybe splurge for that bungalow. Dining options are plentiful, ranging from gourmet international fare to casual bites, all designed with the adults-only crowd in mind. Now, if you never want to step foot over into those family properties, you don't have to. There's enough here at TRS to keep you solid for a week. We do a deep dive into all of the restaurants and bars in a separate video at TRS, so be sure to check that one out so you know in advance what you're paying for. When you book at TRS Yucatán, they'll send you an advanced e-butler a week or two before your stay, which honestly was pretty useless in our experience. I'm not going to go into that here. We did do a dive into that in our review video, so check that one out if you're considering this resort for your next trip. So whether you're after a cozy garden view suite, a splashy private pool, or a picture-perfect overwater bungalow with an outdoor shower, TRS Yucatán offers suites that combine luxury, privacy, and style. If you're weighing your options and want to compare TRS to the other Grand Palladium resorts within the complex, be sure to check out our review videos on each of those separate resorts so you know which one is the best fit for you. If you're deciding on one of those overwater bungalows, Grand Palladium White Sand has them too, so you might want to compare the pricing. Our Grand Palladium series will help you decide which resort suits your vacation style the best, whether it's family fun, adult-only serenity, or something in between. If you stay at TRS Yucatán, you have access to all of it. Hit the like, subscribe, and ring that bell to stay in the loop. We've got plenty more to share, so your next vacation will be exactly what you want. No surprises, just the pure getaway bliss that you are hoping for. As always, we really appreciate your support, and it's only because of you we can keep our channel unbiased and promotion-free, which is rare in the world of resort reviews. Check out the links in the description box to go where we go to find the deals for your next trip. Thanks for spending your time here with us. Have a wonderful week. Happy vacation planning, and we'll be back next weekend with more new travel escapes. We've got a ton coming up from resorts in Punta Cana that I would love to share with you. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you soon. Bye.